Escape with us. The second hour of Power Lunch starts right now.
Welcome back to Power Lunch. I'm Jane Wells. Well, the rich and famous not immune to the housing collapse in Las Vegas. A firm called Luxury Homes of Las Vegas says it has sold Nicolas Cage's foreclosed bank-owned home there for just shy of $5 million. He bought the 14,000 square foot home 3.5 years ago for $8.5 million, so it's being sold for about 40% less. The firm tells us the buyer is a wealthy out-of-state businessman who bought the home for close to its asking price. That's all we know. Cage has been in a long-running dispute with his former business manager over alleged mismanagement. He allegedly owes the IRS $6 million and has already had 3 other homes foreclosed on, 1 in California and 2 in New Orleans. Tyler?
All right, thank you very much, Jane Wells. My next...
This is Fox 5 News at 10, local Las Vegas.
More local news now. One of actor Nicolas Cage's foreclosed homes is selling right here in the valley. Someone snatched up the 15,000 square foot house for just under a cool $5 million. Cage bought it 3 years ago for $8.5 million. Has 6 rooms, a 16-car garage, among, of course, many other nice amenities. This is one of 4 homes Cage owned that went into foreclosure.
Welcome back to more. Hey, it's the showdown that Cage's home in Las Vegas is off the market. And the man responsible for selling it joins us now. His name is Ken Lowman, owner of Luxury Homes of Las Vegas. I don't want to jinx it yet because we're still kind of going through the rigors of the sale. It hopefully closes tomorrow. But congratulations for sure.
Thank you very much.
What a great move this was. For you, I have to ask, this thing, as soon as it hit the market, it sold. How much interest? Because I would imagine when there's a celebrity home involved, there's a lot of people interested in the home, but how much did this one spark?
Well, let me tell you, I think a couple of factors were involved in this. One is the luxury market has dropped 30 to 50% in the last 3 years, depending on the neighborhood and amenities in the home. And so buyers are starting to recognize value.
Sure.
And there's a lot of value out there in the marketplace. Additionally, this was a pretty high-profile home. There's previously published reports that disclosed that Nicolas Cage, through his trust, bought this home in early 2007.
Okay.
And there was a report in the Wall Street Journal talking about him trying to sell it probably about a year ago. So it's kind of widely known in the media that it was his home.
Yeah.
Even though some people like to try and keep that hidden. So I think that there was a lot of interest in it because of that. We had a couple people look at the home in a very short time period, and one of them was ready to pull the trigger and write an offer.
Away.
And so, yeah.
You know, Nicolas Cage is a pretty eccentric guy. I wonder, when you had a chance to finally look at this home and knew that you had to present this for sale, what challenges did you have? Did you have to kind of trick things up or fix things up to get it sale ready?
No, the home was in
impeccable.
Fine condition.
Wow.
It just looked like someone had just moved out the next day, and it really was in very good showing.
Okay. As far as the home itself, I'm interested in the listing because I pulled this up online. You didn't have anything to work with here. Let's see, 14,000 square feet, 16-car garage, 7 bedrooms, staircase, home theater, elevator, panoramic view, blah, blah, blah. How do you put that together? How do you present this?
Yeah, I would call that a super luxury home, not just a luxury home, a super luxury home.
Yeah.
And we had a buyer that was looking for a trophy type property like that too. And there are some unique things that call extra attention to that home. One was a beautiful view of the Las Vegas Strip, similar to what's behind us here.
Yeah.
16-car subterranean garage. You don't have that in just every house in the neighborhood.
No, you don't. Absolutely not.
And then there was a fabulous theater room that could seat, I don't know, maybe 16 people.
Wow. Where does this rank all-time for you in your career? I mean, you're dabbling with high-end homes here. Where does this rank on a scale of 1 to 10? Is this a 10 for you?
I'd say this is probably a 7. I've actually sold homes for $11 million. I've sold a home at the top of the market for over $1,000 per square foot. So I've had definitely some more notable sales, but this is a nice one too.
Okay, I know that sometimes the clientele really kind of wants to keep things on the hush-hush. Are you working with anybody of name now that you can share with us, or are you kind of restricted?
It's challenging because we're dealing with sometimes billionaires, athletes, entertainers, casino executives, casino owners, local entrepreneurs. One name I can mention that has given me permission is
go ahead.
Formerly sold the home of Steve Harwell.
Oh, wow.
With Smash Mouth, and he has moved to Nashville, Tennessee, where he's starting a country music career.
Gotcha. Well, I tell you what, I've got a smaller home in Tucson that I'm trying to move. Maybe you and I could talk a little bit off camera while I send this back to Rachel. Does that work?
Yeah, I am not licensed in Arizona yet, but for you, I might look into it.
I appreciate that. Rachel, I'm in good hands. And again, Nick Cage's house off the market, so you're going to have to look elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Is your house as luxurious? Does it have a movie theater?
My house is a little smaller than Nick's.
Okay.
Just a little smaller.
That's okay. I'm sure it's very charming. Okay.
All right, Rachel.
And it is for sale. If you're moving to Tucson, just call Aaron. All right, it's time to hear more.
Good morning, Las Vegas Valley. This is Channel 8 News Now. This morning, with Dave McCann and Dana Roselli. Neighborhood weather with Sherry Swentz. And Beat the Traffic with Brian Loftus and Ken Smith. Your morning begins now.
Morning.
All right, you know, there was this big house that Nicolas Cage bought over in the Spanish Hills for like $9 million. He foreclosed on it.
And I remember like last year you and I were talking about how it was worth so much less than it was bought.
Just been picked up for like $4.9 million by somebody from California. I've been in this house because my friend sold it to Nicolas Cage. That thing's amazing. There's a 16-car garage underneath the house.
According
Seriously.
to, I guess it was in Luxury Homes of Las Vegas magazine. The home sold yesterday, I guess, for less than $3 million.
Less than three?
Less than $3
million less than what it was.
$3 million less than what he bought it for, sorry, in 2006.
It's a pretty cool place.
It's a lot of bank.
Have a great day.
Yes, I'm falling for Las Vegas. Where the lights, they shine so bright. I'm falling for Las Vegas. It's a way of life. I'm falling for Las Vegas. Not one dream is out of sight. It's so plain to see. She's been good to me. Oh, my lovely Las Vegas tonight.
Cheers. High-end real estate is heating up, and Las Vegas has become a hotspot for buyers who are in the market for homes with celebrity ties. 2 high-profile properties made news this week, and there are at least a couple other listings that soon may follow. Celebrity home sales have suddenly picked up in Las Vegas. Yesterday, a 15,000 square foot mansion Michael Jackson once rented went for $3.1 million, making it the largest home sold in nearly a year. The gated home is complete with 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, a tennis court, basketball court, and 20-seat theater. Also this week, Nick Cage's Spanish Trail monstrosity was scooped up the same day it hit the market. Ken Lowman, the man who brokered that deal, says there were a couple factors involved.
One is the luxury market has dropped 30 to 50% in the last 3 years, depending on the neighborhood and amenities in the home. And so buyers are starting to recognize value.
Sure.
And there's a lot of value out there in the marketplace. Additionally, this was a pretty high-profile home.
A high-profile home with 6 bedrooms, 7.5 baths, a 16-car subterranean garage, theater, and amazing view of the Strip. Cage's crib went quickly, but Lowman says his job isn't typically that easy.
It's challenging because we're dealing with sometimes billionaires, athletes, entertainers, casino executives, casino owners, local entrepreneurs. One name I can mention that has given me permission is
go ahead.
Formerly sold the home of Steve Harwell.
Oh, wow.
With Smash Mouth, and he has moved to Nashville, Tennessee.
If you're in the market for a mansion, Vegas Fine Estates, a division of Tower Realty, has Michael Jackson's Wonderland estate on sale for a paltry $16.5 million. The 10-acre compound comes complete with a 15,000 square foot main house, 2 guest houses, 20-car garage/museum, driving range, and underground shooting range. That place makes Randall Cunningham's 11,000 square foot home look tiny. The former UNLV football star's pad is on the market for just under $5 million. It has 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, amenities include a movie theater, tennis court, and a spectacular 360-degree view. You know what's cool about that Jackson home?
What's that?
Is not only is there a driving range, but after I start shanking things, I can go downstairs and shoot my golf clubs, which I think is really probably the best way to handle it. Lee Medic of Vegas Fine Estates says that over 26 homes, over 5,000 square feet, have sold so far this year. Now, half of those buyers paid cash. Wow. Cash. Rach, over to you at Caesar's Palace.
CNN Radio Hollywood Minute. I'm Denise Kwan.
This is the Showbiz Tonight Entertainment Report. I'm AJ Hammer. Avatar took home the Golden Globe for Best Drama and Best Director James Cameron. Sandra Bullock picked up her first Globe for Best Actress in a Drama for The Blind Side. Meryl Streep picked up her 7th win for her performance in the comedy Julie and Julia. And comedian Monique won her very first Golden Globe for a supporting actress role in Precious. Mad Men won its 3rd Golden Globe for Best TV Drama. Glee took home its 1st for Best Comedy or Musical. Michael C. Hall, who's battling Hodgkin's lymphoma, was there to accept his award for Best Actor in a Drama. And Best Actress went to Juliana Margulies for The Good Wife. Nicolas Cage says he still owes $14 million in taxes, and he intends to pay it. He tells People.com he's paid about $70 million in taxes over the course of his career, but due to a legal situation, he still owes $14 million more. I'm AJ Hammer. TV's most provocative entertainment news show is Showbiz Tonight. Catch us on HLN on the 11s, 11 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, and in the morning.